welcome back to some more Pier, Solar, and the Great Architects. It has been such a long time that I honestly don't really remember, or I didn't really remember where I was or what I was supposed to be doing. Um, let's see. Uh, but yeah. So I think there's an actual dungeon here in this town. Nope, that's not where I want to go. That we're supposed to go through or something. Oh yeah, it's over there. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm actually kind of excited to get back into this game. It's odd because, all right, let's go full disclosure here. I kind of didn't want to do this recording today because not in here because well, I don't really have to. There aren't like tons of people like lining up to okay, this is a doorway somehow. There we go. Anyway, the point is I'm only beholden unto myself to maintain the schedule that I had set to sweet gold block. Oh, I need to make sure my let's turn that back on to 1. So yeah, anyway. But I in going back and reviewing the other videos to kind of refresh my brain on what was going on. Let's go manual and see. Aqua arrow, yeah. Do that. And you have a juggling thing, so we'll do that. Okay, so anyway, and going back to see, to watch these older videos, I actually did see that there was a comment, and I'm super sorry, I don't remember your name, and I know it's probably pretty easy, I could just look it up on my computer, but I happen to be a lazy asshole, so yeah. If I remember, which I probably won't, but I will try, I'll put it in the next video. Anyway, but all of that said, that I got my first like legit comment, and it wasn't mean or anything like that. It was literally just someone pointing out things about the game and about the gameplay and all that kind of stuff in a very intelligent way, which I thought was awesome. Granted, I was 2 months late reading it, so I felt really awkward about actually trying to attempt to reply to it, but I don't know. Anyway, it's it's Sunday night here, and it's actually a little late. I wanted to try to get these up by 6 p.m. local time here, and it's already, I believe, 6:30 or something. But whatever, that's fine. What is, I'm not really sure what's going on with these characters right now. I think the main character, Hostin, has a health regen thing on him, but I'm not sure. Either way, a couple of things though too. Full disclosure, I was not a Sega kid growing up. I was the Nintendo kid. You know, my best friend, he was the Sega guy, and you know, he got all the Sega stuff, I got all the Nintendo stuff, and that's kind of the way we did it. You know, he would come to my house and play. Well, I mean, you know, anyway, so that's why there were some mix-ups with like the names of the Sega systems. I don't know them. The only one I really know is the Dreamcast, because I actually had one. But any of the other Sega systems, I'm totally lost. I remember playing games on them, you know, having fun, all the classics, Vector Man and Golden Axe and Streets of Rage, and of course Sonic. You know, which is weird, like that era of gaming, you know, with like the Genesis and the Super Nintendo. You know, we like to look back on it with nostalgia and say, oh, these games were so great. But one of the main problems I have with this game is that it's so much like the older games. You know, it's... Oh, am I screwed now? Can I just not leave this place? Or will it allow me to go up? No. I got a book, I think. Let's check our inventory. Oh, I got so much crap in my inventory. No ladder, read on. Read. New spell learned. Oh. Was he supposed to read that? Or... spell. Well. Okay, I see. I think you're supposed to do that on these. Oh no, I can't get up. And then use the spell. Yep, that's what it is. Okay, that's cool. I understand the game mechanics. Oh my god. Attack, power slash. We need to get these little guys out of here quickly. And then you are gonna gather. But yeah, we, you know, as gamers, we like to look back on, you know, whatever game was our game of choice and be like, oh, this game was so great back then, or gaming was so great back then, or what, you know, whatever that we feel like we what was that? Anyway, and you know, I think, oh, maybe she should spell Blizzard. Yeah. Well, he has one. Whatever. I guess you need... Oh, you need two for that. He's not in such bad shape. Alright, let's just attack. Everyone attack this. I'm sure I'm doing this wrong. But yeah, I mean, like, it just reminded me because Fallout 4 recently released, and I've been playing the hell out of that, and you know, doing a series on that is a lot of fun. I'm having, you know, like I said, I'm having a lot of fun with it, and know, all I hear is like, oh, well, Morrowind was better, you know, because it's Bethesda game. It's like, oh, Morrowind was a better RPG, or you know, just stuff like that. And it's like, if you objectively go back and look, no, it wasn't better. It was total crap. Maybe not total crap, but it was there have been plenty of great improvements to make it so much better gaming experience, you know. And sure, there have been missteps along the way, but I mean, if you never try to improve and just keep the same thing over and over again, I mean, it gets to a point where it's like, you know, are you actually able to make, you know, are you making progress or not? I don't know. That's just what I think. And I think playing these old games will give you a bit of insight into that whole, yeah, it turns out like, we'll send that to him. You know, old school gaming is fun, but when you really look at it objectively, it can get tiring, you know. Come on. Okay, we got, you know, so I don't know. That's just my little rant on old school gaming and nostalgia and all that. I don't know, I really felt like talking about that crap today. Alright, let's see, where am I supposed to be going is what I want to know. Not that way, we already went. Okay. Like, for instance, one of the things is like not knowing exactly where to go next for your objective. Okay, is this where we came from? Yes. And that's an empty chest. That's a door. That's a door. We need to go in that other door over there. You need to heal that guy. You need to... Actually, you have a stone for that. There we go. You know, like, not knowing where to go. People are like, oh, well, they should give you clues in game. Well, they do, but, I mean, like, the clues they give you could be super not clear or whatever. Like, I'm all for having that as an option where they don't, where like you can turn all quest markers off and you just rely on hints from the game. But I think it should be viewed as an option to encourage players to you know, to kind of play their own way. Otherwise, I think you'll end up with a lot of players just simply walking away because they're like, well, I'm not having fun doing this anymore, you know. A lot of old school games relied on tedium, you know, to get you to prolong the experience, it seems, you know. Like, people are like, oh man, these old school games are super hard, like NES and Super Nintendo. I'm like, yeah, because they come from like the arcade mentality of the player needs to feed quarters into this machine in order for us to make money, you know. So the game needs to be brutally difficult to the point of literally being unfair, and stuff like that. And it's like, oh no, they were just challenging. A lot of that stuff was just broken ass mechanics. And how do I get in there? I want that. Alright, where's my magic spell? Oh, well, why, what? Okay, I think there's another space. Let's see. Am I doing that wrong? Nope, we're just running. Run away. Yep, we don't have time for that. Okay, let's see. No, we've been there. And there's nothing for us down there. Okay. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we came from up there. Oh no, ambushed. Oh, speaking of being a nostalgic gamer, so like a couple days after Fallout 4 released, there was the Nintendo Direct, and they announced that Pokemon Red and Blue and maybe Yellow would be coming to the 3DS eShop or whatever. And I gotta be honest, I was probably just as excited for that news as I was to be playing Fallout 4 again. Which is super ridiculous. And I know, like, and I'm the kind of person who's like, all these new Pokemon games are so bullshit. They're not as good as the old ones, which is totally like super hypocritical. Like, it's, you know, honestly, I think the reason that I don't like the modern ones and I do like the original ones that I played was because during that time, you know, I was a kid playing those games and they were made for kids, right? But as I grew up, the games didn't grow up with me. They're still the same level of like for young children, to the point of like almost being like okay, I know they like to do weird secret walls. So let's see. Okay, so there's a weird secret wall. I need to get into that door down there. Oh, advantage. Alright. And for me, that's one of the real big turnoffs for the game series. I like the combat mechanics of Pokemon. I like all that kind of cool stuff. You know, but honestly, like the narrative portion of it always, I was like, man, it's just I can't get behind it anymore. You know, which is, I don't know, kind of a dumb thing to say maybe. Like, who plays Pokemon for the story? Probably lots of people. I don't know. But I think there's in the original one, there's a very minimal thread of like that whole, I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm an old curmudgeon now, and it's like there's no such thing as like instant friendship and friendship forever. And like my Pokemon didn't win because that's where we came from, because I love them. They won because I literally forced them to fight other Pokemon so much that they got stronger, and that kind of stuff. Okay, I need to figure out where I'm supposed to be going. Wandering around in this cave talking about whatever. No. Oh, I think I made a mistake. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why I felt like talking about that kind of stuff. I don't know. I think it has to do with a lot of the way modern gamers are. Now that gaming has gotten more into like the mainstream, and that the people who actually are buying the games are the people who, you know, are playing the games. It's like to a point where, let's give him some health. It's to a point where they're looking at it more critically, you know, than they did before. It was like when I was a kid, I would just get games. I didn't care. I would just get all the games, you know. And now that I actually buy games, I look at them with a critical through a critical lens. As am I getting my money's worth and all this kind of different stuff. And I think that has a lot to do with it now. People are actually really questioning, you know, man, I feel like there's supposed to be a way for me to be able to get in there. I don't know. Let's go back in here and see. Okay, so this way. The problem is that ladder spell. I bet you. I wonder if I. Because she has the most. I wonder if I give it to her. Oh no, I didn't mean to drop it. Oh god, I made a horrible mistake. Well, that's the end of that, I guess. Let's see, can we run away? Nope. Please, can we run away? Thank you. Like for instance, as far as the way gamers are now, what is it? Battlefront just released. Now, I'm not defending EA or DICE for their decision to release a game that is, by all accounts, a very shallow experience, but the idea that a full retail game could possibly cost, you know, $100 is not. All right, I'm gonna get up here. Oh, okay, it won't let me. How do I do that? I know how. I'm gonna end up looking up a walkthrough of this later. Okay. Because it is frustrating the hell out of me. And this is giving me an idea that I should be able to just walk through one of these walls. Please run away. Nope. Okay, you guys suck. But the idea that a game would cost $100 now, I mean, games have cost $60 ever since I've been able to purchase my own games, you know? Geez, ever since, you know, 2000 or so. The price of games hasn't risen with with inflation, you know? And people are like, oh, games shouldn't cost that much. I'm like, man, do you even realize, like, how much games used to cost, and that there didn't used to be a like any kind of standard price. Games would cost anything, you know. Anyway, I'm done ranting about that kind of stuff. I'm sorry. It's just, I don't know, it boggles my mind that people would think that the price of games should go down, but the production quality should go up. You know, like, I don't know. Anyway, I'm done ranting. I'm done wondering. I'm going to look up a walkthrough because I am lost and I don't know how to get out of here. So I will see you guys in the next episode, in which we will no longer be lost because I will have looked at a walkthrough. Hold on, let's go back in here because I think think I can trigger the save. Okay. All right. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next episode. Bye bye.